Yo, how's it going? So, I just want to very quickly apologize. I've not been uploading recently. I've had a lot of things going on, so I've just not really had the chance to upload. But today we're going to be looking at the banners, and I'm going to be planning out who I'm actually going to be pulling for. If you do want to see more videos like this, do drop a like, and if you want to go ahead and join Discord, be free down below. Anyway, no wasting time, let's get right into this. Oh yeah, and one more thing, actually I do have to waste your time very quick. This video is not going to be in-depth going over operators. That is in the video down in the description, and also banner times can change, so none of this is confirmed, but we can presume this is what's going to happen. So let's talk about the first banner then. So this one's coming in pretty much 2 days after recording this video. This will be Joint Operations 8 banner now. For me, this banner actually hurts because not only is it coming at a very bad time, but also I picked Suzerain for my 6-star selector ticket. While remembering, this banner's actually coming. I really wanted to pull on this banner because I had Golden Glow. I love Golden Glow, favorite unit in the game. I still don't have her. We also have Fartooth, who I really wanted, and Unectes. I mean, you know, she's a character, she's an operator, but if I could have pulled on this banner without actually having Suzerain, this would be such good value for me. And unfortunately, I think with how my plans are going to go, I'm probably going to go for 1 6-star on this banner and just move on. But now talking about a banner that really does hurt me is the Reed Alter banner. Now, listen, she's a fantastic unit in terms of the design. I think she's actually quite interesting as well. If you have like a large group of enemies that aren't super tanky and they're all clumped together, with a third skill, she can really evaporate a lot of them. There's a lot of clips on YouTube which obviously don't tell the whole story, but she's a lot of fun. If she came out literally any other time than now, I would be pulling for her. But with the 2 banners that are coming up, there's just no way I can pull for her, which is unfortunately the reality of playing Arknights. I personally would also skip her if I was you, but I've seen a lot of people also wanting to pull for her. But let's talk about the next banner after that, which I will be pulling on, the Celebrate and Recollect 2 banner. Now, this one's actually quite interesting. Basically with this banner, you have this whole list of operators on the screen, and basically you are guaranteed to get one of these operators that you do not have on your account, which for me personally, I'm missing a lot of good units like Ifrit, Fiala, Thorns, Surta, a lot of really good characters, and honestly, I'm going to probably pull on this one time just to get the 6-star. After that, it's really not worth it because I'm pretty sure you don't get the guarantee anymore, so that's my plan. I'm going to pull on this. Fingers crossed I get Thorns or Surta. Jesus, still to this day, I don't even have them. Now, next up, the best banner that is coming to global probably ever in existence. Partly a joke, but I love this banner, is a Solitude Universal banner. This has limited Chongyue and also Lin, who first of all, I want to save Chongyue. He is like my favorite designed unit in the game. I love the fact he has his Life 2D that just looks so good. And a lot of people compare him to like Mountain and say, well, Chongyue is just worse than Mountain. First of all, please stop comparing units. If 2 units are good or at least similar, you can still use them in the same team. Like, that's my usual argument to that. But also, he just looks so goddamn cool that it doesn't even matter if he was like the most awful unit in the game. Just like Vigil, I will use him either way. There is also Lin, who is not the limited character. She's very cool in general. I love her design. But the main thing I really want to talk about in this banner is the 3 Dragon Sisters you can technically get through this banner. Finally, they are back. I wanted them so badly. If I can get Neon from this banner, just completely randomly, I would be so happy. And honestly, please, game, please, if there's any time you can give me a bit of luck, this is the time. Because with Posey and the Gavial banner, I got completely screwed over and I had to do like 243 pulls for 1 Gavial. Didn't even get any off-banner unit that was really good. So I'm hoping this time around I could just get one of the Dragon Sisters if I do get unlucky with Chongyue. I'm probably going to go all out on this banner. Probably going to spend as many pulls as possible. Will I get to 300 to be able to spark? Probably not realistically. Now, talk about 2 banners that should theoretically let me recover pretty well is the Q-Buy banner and the Theomera rerun. First of all, Theomera rerun, I already have her. I'm not going to pull for her again. In the past, maybe I would have been tempted, but now since I have her, there's no real point. In terms of Q-Bay or Q-Buy, not sure how you say her name, I'm kind of torn. I don't think I'm going to pull for her solely because she's coming at such a bad time. And also in terms of the design, I do like her, but she doesn't really stick out to me as my type of unit. So for me, these 2 banners are just a skip, which moves me onto the next banner, which is basically a must-pull banner for me. This is the Monster Hunter collab banner. With this banner, Literally with any collab in any game, I always pull on the banner because I always want to get a limited unit. These units are not just limited, but technically they could be limited forever. You could maybe never ever get them again. I've made a video about this already. I'm not going to go into this too in depth, but I'm going to go for a 6-star and a 5-star. You only need 120 pulls, which makes this a lot easier than some banners. And we do get 23 pulls on this banner, which makes this a lot easier. So if you're wondering if you should be pulling on this, I'm just going to say this now, do it. It's a good plan. But next up, we have an interesting banner. This is the Joint Operations 9 banner. Now, it kind of depends how many pulls I'm going to have from the previous banner, because with the Monster Hunter collab, I might have only a little bit left over, if any really. But this is very tempting for me because I do love Fawns. Fawns is a fantastic lane holder. Irene with a levitate on her skills is just super cool. I love her design as well. And I actually don't have Lee as well, which makes this a little bit more tempting. I do have Dorothy of Recent, which actually, funnily enough, I got off banner. Am I going to still go for this? I'm probably going to try. If I don't get any of them and I just pull once for the 6-star and I get like Dorothy, I'm probably just going to move on. That's my general gist. Now, talk about 2 banners I will probably be skipping after this though, will be the Horn, Stainless and Sail Leech banner. First of all, I already have Stainless, which already makes this not really too appealing to me. And also Sail Leech is just not really a character that I personally really want to pull for. Horn is a fantastic unit, she is very strong for me, and I would really like her at some point. But I'm just going to skip this because there's so many good banners coming. I will have to avoid it personally. Next up though, we do also have another skip, which is the Enos banner. Now, I know quite a lot of people who are pulling on this, and in general, I was tempted by her design. I do think she looks very cool, but I'm going to skip this because 40th anniversary is literally behind the corner, and pulling on this now would just be stupid. I would end up really regretting it. And personally, if she came another time, just like Redalter, maybe I would consider pulling for her, but now is really just not the time. So, talking about my favorite banner, probably alongside the Chongyue banner, is the 4-year anniversary banner. First of all, the 2 main characters we have is Mulesi, I think her name is. She is a limited character, and we also have Holoyek. Now I'm just going to say this instantly. This is going to be a must pull for me. I cannot wait to pull on this banner. Anytime that you can get a limited unit on the main banner, and also you can get some limited units potentially through the banner, like for example, I believe you can get Spectre, Scardy and Nerl from this banner, I'm going to pull on it. It's such a good value banner to pull on, and I really want the 2 characters. They look amazing in terms of design. In terms of power, I've seen some people say they're really good, and I've seen some people say they're just kind of mediocre for a banner like this. To be honest, just like Chongyue, I don't really care. I think you should honestly pull for whoever you want, and that's just going to be what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull on this banner for the fun of it. I love the characters, why would I not pull on this banner? Oh yeah, and before I forget, I will be trying to pull for both of the characters on the banner, so if I don't get one of them, I'm going to maybe try and spark them. If I can't, I'm going to be disappointed, but hopefully I can at least get the limited unit. That is probably my goal from this banner, to be honest. Now, let's talk about the final 3 banners that are actually going to be coming that we know of. Everything after, we have no clue. So there could be some really good banners coming up which could actually dictate what I say here. So take this all with a pinch of salt from now on. First of all, Joint Operations 10 banner. For me personally, I really would like to pull on this for Golden Glow and Saga. But since I have Mountain and Mudrock, depending on what banners are coming next, pretty much after these next 3, I'm probably not going to pull on this. It really just depends what's coming up. If we also talk about the banner after, we have Executor Alter. Now, this is a banner I'm really interested in. Executor Alter is a Reaper. He looks super badass. I don't really know if he's a good character at the moment because he only really just came out a couple of weeks ago. So for me personally, I might try and go for him. And I'm going to be honest, right, this is probably the first banner where I look at 5-star as well, Spurrier, and she's actually pretty cool, and I kind of want to go for it. So this banner is even more tempting, just depends what's coming up next, but I will probably pull on this. And if we're talking about the final banner as well, we have the Eben Halls rerun. No, I'm not pulling for him, I'm good. But that doesn't really for me for who I'm going to be trying to pull for. Obviously, like I usually say, banners can get delayed, so to be honest, some of these banners might get rearranged, and if they do, I will cry inside. But anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please do drop us a like, and I have one more thing to say. If you are interested in anything Discord related. We have a Discord. If you have any questions about Arknights, be free to join. We have memes. We have other things like what else do we have? What else do we have? Join the Discord. I don't know. We have a lot going on, I promise. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next one, and adios.